All right, friends. Thank you so much for being here. I just got back from Morocco last night at like 10 p.m., so I'm still kind of just last night. But yeah, it's so good to be home. Honestly, like Africa is a crazy place. It was really amazing to see all the things and um yeah, it was awesome, but it's always nice to come home. And it's good when it's nice to come home, I think. So I remember somebody said one time that their definition of self-care is just creating a life that you don't want to run away from, that you don't feel like you have to get away from. So um, I guess just an invitation to kind of bring that into your awareness today as you move through your practice. I always think of this space, our yoga practice, as a little microcosm of how we show up out there in the real world. And I really feel like that's true. How we move through our practice is oftentimes how we move through our life. How we cope with discomfort on our mat is oftentimes how we cope with discomfort out there in the world. So yeah, I think that's like a beautiful idea, that self-care is not something that you have to, oh, I have to go do this to get my self-care. I have to go do this to get my self-care. I have to go do this to get my self-care. And obviously, that's a thing. You do have to put forth effort to take care of yourself. But can you just create a life here where you're at in your home that you don't feel like you have to run away from or get away from to feel like you're taking care of yourself? So ultimately, just every single day is in some way self-care for you. So, and I think you guys are all, I'm preaching to the choir because you're here doing yoga. That's part of creating a life that is fulfilling for you and helps you tune into you. So thank you for being here. Let's get started. I don't have any announcements. Next Saturday is my frequency class, my breathwork and sound class. So that's all I really got coming up. Oh yeah, thank you for asking. I am here this Sunday. So this Sunday, 9 a.m. Deep Power. So similar to this class, but we never do like breath to movement flow. It's always slower and longer holds. It's my personal favorite class. And then 10:30 is Restore. So come for one or stay for both. Any other questions? All good? Okay, let's do it. Thanks so much for coming, you guys. So just find your comfortable seat if you're not already there. If you want to take any little stretches right away to just kind of feel into your physical body, get some physical feedback, do so. I always like to rock a little bit from side to side, just feeling my sit bones and then finding a sense of grounding and rooting. So just take your time to settle in a way that feels most resonant for you, placing your hands intentionally, lengthening through your spine, drawing up through the crown of your head. And with your eyes closed, just start to feel into your inner space, your inner world. Feel what's going on inside of you this morning. So physical sensations that you might notice, and also energetically, how are you? Emotionally, is there anything moving through you? Start to pay attention to your breath. So feeling into that subtle rise and fall. And the expansion and contraction of each inhale and each exhale. And as you start to pay more attention to your breath, begin to make it deeper. Begin to feel it move all the way down the length of your spine, all the way down into your low belly, low back, hips, pelvis. Each exhale, can you take all the way to empty? Next inhalation, fill up as big as you can and hold at the top in fullness. Maybe take an extra sip when you think you're full. And then as you're ready, just big open mouth sigh to let it go. Ah. Couple more like that. Inhale, fill up. Pause at the top, feeling this breath, this prana, this life force inside of you. When you're ready, open mouth sigh, let it go, soften through your outer shell. One more time, biggest breath you've taken all morning, maybe all week long. Pause in fullness, let that breath circulate within you. And then as you're ready, side out your mouth, maybe you make a little bit of noise. Drop into your Ujjayi breath. And whenever you're ready to move, start to move. So if you want to start from your seat, that's fine. If you want to come forward to hands and knees immediately or take your time getting there, either way works. So just start to drop into your deep diaphragmatic breath. And as you breathe into all the little spaces, explore the space inside your body. Explore how your spine feels, how your shoulders feel, how your hips feel. So our bodies are different every single time we show up on our mat. Nothing is ever exactly the same within us. So rather than going into your habitual ways of moving, your patterns, see if you can feel into your body right here, right now. What is it calling for? Where are those tight spaces, those hard edges, and how can you soften into them? Send your breath there. Nice job, you guys. Take about 5 more rounds. And then eventually downward facing dog. If you want to move into your downward facing dog sooner than that, fine with me. So just feeling into your body, using your awareness and using your breath, creating space from the inside out. Nice job, friends. Once you're back in your down dog, continue this exploration, continue this intuitive movement, continue to breathe big, deep, diaphragmatic breaths. And you hear your breath flowing through you. Sounds like an ocean wave or a gentle whisper. Can you make it support you? So rather than feeling like your breath is something you're fighting against, use it as a tool. Each inhale, you feel lighter, you feel more buoyant. Each exhale, you feel a connection to your center, to your intrinsic strength. We call it Uddiyana Bandha, that navel to spine connection. Anything goes, pedal out your heels, shift your weight from side to side. Nice poses, everybody. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. And then as you exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, step, tiptoe, or hop forward, fold, top of your space. Take a moment in your fold. If you want to grab opposite elbows for ragdoll, you want to bring your hands behind your head. If you want to bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers, I usually always cue that, but I'm not going to be cueing it today. So maybe you want to take it right here, right now. Bend your knees as much as you need to. So even if you've got a big bend in your knees, you can really work the stretch in the backs of your legs by lifting your butt towards the sky, bringing your weight forward into the front half of your feet. So each time you exhale, feel that navel to spine connection. See if you can fold a little bit deeper from the inside out. Thanks, Brenda. Take one more round, friends. Next inhalation, find your halfway lift position. Pause in your halfway lift for a moment. Everybody bend your knees a lot and stick your butt out behind you as much as you can, like you're doing a chair pose with your legs. Spine is still in a halfway lift, but see if you can reach your arms out to both sides like you have big wings. Now imagine that you're trying to press your arms up towards the sky at the same time as you're trying to press your chest down towards the ground. Stay here, or don't let the length in your spine disappear. Start to straighten your legs by pressing back through the tops of your thighs. lifting your sit bones up, up, up. Keep pressing your arms up, your chest towards the ground, back of your neck is long, your gaze is down. Take one more inhale. Yes, exhale, fold, let it go. Halfway lift, just one inhale. Find that strength in your back body. If it helps, use your arms. Exhale, fold and bow. This time, come through your halfway lift and take it all the way up. Reverse swan dive, arms to the sky. Hands to your heart, exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up and stretch. High mountain. Exhale, swan dive down. Lead with your heart. Lengthen your spine. Telescope your ribs. Beautiful, Maria. Inhale, halfway lift position. Feel the strength and length in your back body. Exhale, fold. Let it go. Root through your feet. Take it all the way to stand. Arms reach. Maybe gaze up. Hands to heart, exhale. One more round like that. Moving meditation. Inhale, high mountain. Follow your breath down slowly. Take your time. Traction it out. Beautiful. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, fold, release. Crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine. Root to rise. So root through your feet, rise up, arms reach. Hands to heart, exhale. Let's add some side body stretches. Arms reach up, breathe in. And then grab your left wrist with your right hand. Pull your upper body to the right as you send your hips to the left. Maybe you reach your right tiptoes out to the right. Keep your left shoulder back and down, so plugged into the socket. As you pull with your right hand, resist with your left arm. Breathe into your left waistline, your left rib cage, the space between your ribs. Take one more inhale. And back to center. Switch it up. Grab your right wrist, other side, right foot roots. Maybe you reach your left toes out to the left. Think of a crescent moon, good Paul. Crescent moon shape with your body. So hips to the right, you're initiating the stretch from your lower body and then working it through your upper. Nice, Sophia. Good, you guys. Beautiful poses. Soften your face. Take one more round. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, cactus your arms, pause here. So not going into a back bend just yet. Hug an invisible block with your inner thighs and start to press your hips forward. Keep hugging your invisible block. Now, press your arms back and lift your chest up. Take your gaze slightly up. Keep hugging your invisible block. Squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. One more round. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And exhale, stick your butt out behind you, reach your heart forward, take it down, forward, fold, swan dive. Good. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank or modified plank. Take just one inhale at the top of your push-up to really push the ground away. Maybe find that little rock forward. Exhale, lower halfway. So chaturanga, hold until you're emptying your breath, and then inhale, push up, high plank. One more time, little rock forward, lower halfway, elbows over wrists, shoulders are plugged in, strong. Inhale, push up. Very nice. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Spider-Man Cobra with your in-breath. So hands out wide, lift to your fingertips, elbows face the sky. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, take a twist to your right side and dip your left shoulder towards the ground slightly. Inhale, come back to center, tone your low belly, navel to spine, lift your heart. Exhale, twist other side. Move with your breath once more, each direction. No rush. Feel into your body, your spine, your shoulders, even your lower body. Stay connected to it all. Eventually, an inhale will bring you back to center. You might hold for an extra couple of rounds if it feels good. However you want to transition, downward facing dog is where we will meet up. Nice job, friends. Once you're back in your down dog, find your big deep breaths. Feel the power in your arms as you press down into your fingers, spread your fingers wide, push the ground away. Imagine you can even take energy from the earth and move it up through your arms, move it up through your side bodies. Feel that connection to center, that invisible rope pulling up, tugging back. Bend your knees a lot if it feels better. Straighten your legs if it feels better. Your breath, your body, your practice. So what does it feel like to be in down dog right now? Feel it all. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale, gaze forward, step or hop, top of your space, forward fold. With your inhalation, find your halfway lift. Back of your neck is long, so gaze down rather than forward. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Root through your feet, lead with your heart, take it all the way up. Arms reach, nice, Laura. Exhale, hands to your heart center. All right, inhale, arms to the sky. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. You can either take that same side body stretch we did before, or option if you want to add some legs. So it's like a curtsy squat with your legs. Left foot steps off the right side of your mat. You might bend your knees or you might keep your legs straight. It's personal choice, personal preference. Pull your upper body to the right. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward. So you want to work your hips towards square. Lift your left rib cage up away from your left hip. Take one more round. Big, huge breath. Inhale through center, both feet on the ground for a moment. Switch your grip, and then your choice. Side body stretch. You can keep both feet rooted or add that curtsy squat with your legs. Pull left hip back, right hip forward. You can bend your knees a lot, or you can work them towards straight. Again, yogi's choice. Yes, you guys look so good. Lift your right rib cage up away from your right hip. One more round. Good job. Inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, baby back bend. So cactus your arms, hug in with your inner thighs, press your hips forward. Bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze, arms to the sky, realign. Inhale here, and with your exhale, swan dive down. Halfway lift position with your in-breath. Exhale, plant your hands and step or hop back, move through your vinyasa your own way. So you can add or subtract whatever you want. You can skip it all together if you'd rather. Once you're back in your down dog, big deep breaths. Next time you inhale, take your right leg to the sky. And then go ahead, whatever calls to you this morning. So if you want to open your hip, totally fine. If you want to roll out your ankle, maybe take some circles with your right knee. Maybe you want to stay right where you're at and just work the length and the strength from your fingertips all the way up to your heel or your toes. So your expression, your exploration of your three-legged dog. Stay connected to your breath. Take one more big inhale and see if you can reach your right leg even higher. Lengthen even more. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So curl in, scoop out your belly. Stay here as you breathe in, push the ground away, shoulders over wrists on your back, tiptoes, and then step forward softly, low lunge. Nice work, friends. Rise when you're ready, crescent lunge. If you want to modify with a warrior one, if you like warrior one, that's fine with me. So your choice, but both poses, hips are working towards square. So energetically pull your front hip back, your back hip forward. See if you can feel the squeezing of your inner thighs, the connection to your center. Those lowest, deepest abdominals are firing. Lift your heart, lift your gaze, feel your body, feel your breath. Soften around your posture. Take one more inhale, maybe reach even higher. As you exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Low lunge, everyone. So if you had your back heel down, pivot up to the ball of your back foot. We'll twist, left hand on the ground or a block, right arm to the sky, revolve lunge. So legs are strong. Keep squeezing through your inner thighs. Imagine you want to pull your right hip towards the back wall, but at the same time, right knee hugs towards your left armpit. Beautiful. Breathe down into your belly. And as you exhale, see if you can twist even further. Take just one more breath. Nice, Laura. End of your exhale, unwind. So back to your low lunge, pivot your back heel down. Set up for warrior 2, rise when you're ready, Virabhadrasana 2. So right toes forward, left toes towards the window. Wrap your front butt cheek underneath your body and track your front knee towards your pinky toe. Yeah, good. Soften through your shoulders. See if you can lengthen your neck more. Take one more inhale. Maybe reach forward. And then as you exhale, moving into side angle. Right hand towards the ground, left arm towards the sky. Perhaps you rest your right elbow on your right thigh. Yeah. Maybe reach your left arm forward. So lengthen through your left side body. If the full bind or the half bind is in your practice, you want to work with it now, feel free. Wherever you choose to go, heart stays open, hips stay open, shoulders stay open. Breathe, big, spacious breaths. One last round, your expression, your fullest expression in this moment. Inhale, stay in your legs, reverse warrior. So rise up, reach back. If your front leg needs a little break, you want to straighten it out for just a second, feel free. And then bend deeply into your front leg. Track your front knee towards your pinky toe. Yes, lift your right rib cage up away from your right hip. Take one more round. Beautiful poses. Come back to your warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Take your arms to the sky, breathe in. And as you exhale, swan dive down. Anywhere you want to go in your wide-legged forward fold. That was good for a few minutes. So big, deep breaths. Feeling your legs, your hips. Feeling your breath move into every single space inside of you. Good. Notice where you're holding the weight in your feet. Make sure all of your toes face forward, maybe even slightly pigeon toes. Soften through your face, unclench your jaw. Maybe a couple open mouth sighs. Last couple breaths here. Next time you breathe in, come to a halfway lift. So if you need to bend your knees to keep your fingertips on the ground, please do so. Slowly walk your hands to the top of your space. Rotate your toes to face forward, and then we'll meet in a standing split. So left leg reaches high when you're ready. If high is 5 inches above the ground, totally fine. Find your own edge. Yes, you guys look so good. Make your left foot active. See if you can spread through your left toes. Relax your neck just like you would in a forward fold. Maybe right arm behind right leg. Maybe play with your balance, or if handstand hops or something you've been working on, go for it. Soften through your face. Feel that connection to your center. Use your breath to hold and support you. One last big inhale. Nice, Laura. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. So step your left foot down next to your right foot. If your right leg wants a little shake out, take it. Yeah, and then when you're ready, tuck and curl. So butt towards the ground. Both feet are on the ground. Nose towards your knees. If you want, you can wrap your arms around your shins and squeeze. You can either lift your heels high or work your heels down. Imagine you're trying to fit your body into a little tiny egg. Yeah, breathe into your back body, your back ribs. Create space with your inhales. Good, Brenda. Next time you breathe in, find your halfway lift. Heels down, spine long. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, move through your vinyasa however you would like, or if you'd rather skip it, we'll see you back in down dog. Back in your dog pose, tune into your breath. Ujjayi, feel it and hear it. Use it. Next inhale, left leg to the sky. So pause in your three-legged dog and find your expression or your exploration on this side. This pose is not just a transitionary pose. It is the pose in and of itself. So what can you get out of it? What can you explore? What can you discover? How can you be more efficient in your body? How can you hold yourself in a more efficient way? Keep pressing into your hands, lifting from your center. Take one more inhale, everybody, and stretch your left leg super long. Make it long, strong, powerful. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So round your spine, curl in. Good, Sophia. Stay here as you breathe in. Push the ground away on your back, tippy toes. And then exhale, step through. Rise when you're ready, crescent or warrior one. So yogi's choice, your choice. Left hip pulls back, right hip pulls forward. Good, Brenda. So find that connection to your center. That's where the stability comes from, by connecting to center, hugging in towards midline. So that's your sense of stability. And then out, moving out from your center is your expression, your unique expression of the pose. So feel into it. Maybe you spread your fingers, or maybe you feel like softening your fingers today. Maybe you smile. Maybe you just soften through your forehead or your eyebrows. Take one more big inhale, reach up. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to the earth. Pivot to the ball of your back foot if you're not there already. Revolve lunge. So right hand on the ground, left arm to the sky. Twist. Imagine you're just peeling the left side of your heart open. Twist from your center, not from your legs or your arms so much as right from your belly, right underneath your rib cage. It's like a ringing out from the inside. Soften through your face and extend forward through the crown of your head. If you're gazing back, see if you can just gaze straight to the left side of the room, or maybe even slightly towards the front of the room. So you want to encourage length with your gaze. Take one last round. Good job, friends. End of your exhale, unwind, pivot your back heel down, setting up your warrior two stance, and then rise when you're ready. Virabhadrasana 2. Left toes face forward. Beautiful, Paul. Right toes face directly to the right. Nice poses, you guys. Wrap your left butt cheek. Track your left knee towards your pinky toe. Settle in, shoulders over hips. This is one of my favorite poses to close my eyes in. Feel it from the inside. Make those little adjustments. Neutral pelvis as you allow your hips to open. Next time you inhale, reach forward. Like you want to touch the front wall with your fingertips. Legs stay exactly the same. Tip over, side angle. So left hand towards the ground, right arm towards the sky. Left elbow can come to your left thigh. Left hand can come to a block. Right arm might reach forward towards me. So feeling into the length in your right side. If you want to turn it into a half or a full bind, please feel free. Your expression. Make sure your breath is right there. Stay open through your hips, open through your heart. One more round. Soften your face. Love it, you guys. Awesome variations. Inhale, reverse your warrior. So stay in your legs, rise up, reach back. If you need to give your front leg a little stretch, straighten it out for a moment, that's fine. And then lunge deeply, once again, into your front leg. Track your front knee towards your pinky toe. Lift your left rib cage up away from your left hip. Create more space in your waistline. One more big inhale, reach. Tone through your low belly. Exhale, come back to warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, arms to the sky, breathe in here. And as you exhale, slow swan dive down. Stick your butt out, reach your heart forward, then fold. Anywhere you'd like to go for about 5 breaths. So you can do exactly the same thing you did on the other side or something completely different. If you can't even remember what you did on the other side because you were so present. Notice where you're holding the weight in your feet. Notice if there's any little adjustments you can make to get more out of your pose. Exhale out your mouth at any time. Nice job, you guys. Next time you breathe in, find your halfway lift, fingertips on the ground, so bend your knees if needed. Crawl your hands forward to the top of your mat, rotate your toes to face forward, and then standing splits, root firmly into your left foot, take your right leg up. So reaching your right leg as high as it will go. Maybe that's just a couple inches above the ground. Awesome. See if you can spread through your right toes, stay active through your right foot, relax your neck the same way you would do in a regular forward fold. Option to play with balance, option to play with handstand hops. Feel that connection to your center. An invisible rope attached to your belly button that's pulling straight up. Take one more inhale, maybe lift your right leg a teeny tiny bit higher. Yes, nice, Sophia. Set your right foot down next to left. Little tiny potato bug ball as you're ready. So if your left leg needs a little shake out, give it to it. Curl in, get small. Maybe you're balancing on your tiptoes, or maybe you're working the flexibility of your ankles, pressing your heels towards the ground. Maybe you're wrapping your arms, or maybe you want your hands on the ground, fingertips down to help with balance. There's no right or wrong. Find your pose. Take one more breath. Halfway lift as you inhale, heels down, lengthen through your spine, telescope through your ribs, gaze down. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, get all the way to stand, arms to the sky, big full body stretch. Exhale, hands to your heart or arms by your sides with your palms open. So you choose, and we're just gonna stand for a moment. So stand with your eyes closed, feeling your body from the inside. Feel your feet rooting down. Imagine roots growing from the soles of your feet into the earth. Draw up through the crown of your head. Gentle hugging in of your inner thighs. Feel that connection to your lowest, deepest, what's called our transverse abdominis. Supporting your low back. Feel the opening through your shoulders and your heart. Feel your breath rising and falling, circulating through you. Feel yourself fully in this moment. We'll move a little faster, one breath, one movement, but slowly and intentionally with our big deep breaths, not speeding through with momentum, but staying present. Using Ujjayi breath to guide us. If at any time you want to take a break, you want to move on your own, fine with me. Take one more inhale, standing in mountain pose. Embody a mountain. Exhale, sigh it out. Here we go. Ujjayi. Inhale, reach up. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Side body stretch to the right. Add legs if you would like. Inhale, come back to center. Switch your grip. Other side as you exhale, legs are optional. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, cactus your arms, work your back bend. Breathe in, reach up and realign. Breathe out, dive down ever so slowly, forward fold. Halfway lift position as you inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. So you can keep that exhale going as you lower. Nice, Maria. Inhale, peel your heart open, keep your shoulders back and down. Good, Brenda. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, send your right leg back and up slowly, intentionally. Exhale, use your core, soft as you can, step forward. You choose crescent lunge or warrior one. Inhale and rise. Reach up, gaze up. Exhale, hands come down. Low lunge position. Revolved lunge as you breathe in. Right arm to the sky, open through the right side of your heart. Exhale, let it go. Pivot your back heel down. Inhale, warrior two, rise up. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over all the way to empty in your breath. And inhale, reverse, stay in your legs, reach up, reach back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, arms to the sky. Exhale, swan dive down, crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine. Halfway lift, fingertips down, nice and long. Exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. Standing splits, breathe in, take a hop if you want. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Get super small all the way to empty. Find the deepest part of yourself. Halfway lift, heels down, spine long. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Nice, Paul. Peel your heart open as you inhale. And take your hips back and up. Exhale. Left leg to the sky, stretch it out, breathe in. Use your core, soft as you can, step through. With your in-breath, crescent or warrior one. Beautiful, Laura. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Hands down as you exhale. Twist with your inhale. Peel the left side of your heart open, gaze up, open up. Exhale, unwind, pivot your back heel down. Warrior two, as you inhale, rise, settle in. Exhale, reach forward, side angle, tip it over, all the way to empty in your breath. Stay in your legs, reverse warrior. Keep that deep bend in your front knee, reach up, reach back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, reach your arms up. Swan dive down, exhale, all the way to empty. Work your fold with your breath. Halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, low lunge position. Standing splits, breathe in, lift your right leg high, take a hop if you want. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball, get small. Halfway lift, inhale, realign your spine, stick your butt out, gaze down, top of your head forward. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, rise up. Full body stretch, breathe in. Hands to heart, breathe out. One more round, listen for a few small changes. Inhale, reach up, grab your left wrist. Side body stretch to the right, optional legs if you want. Exhale all the way to empty. Back to center, switch your grip. Other side with your exhale, right foot steps back into the left if you want. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus your arms, lift your heart. Plug in with your inner thighs. Inhale, re-extend your arms, listen. Exhale, chair, plane, or drinking bird. Bend your knees, swing your arms back, maybe lift to tiptoes. Stay on your tiptoes for a balance challenge. High mountain, as tall as you can possibly grow. Squeeze to the front of your thighs. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you dive down. Stick your butt out. Good, beautiful. Heels on the ground, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga. Keep that exhale going as you lower. Beautiful, friends. So good. Lift your heart with your inhalation. Lift your hips with your exhalation. All right, listen. Inhale, right leg high. You can hold here or exhale, right knee, left elbow, little twist. Use your obliques, push the ground away. Inhale, three-legged dog, stretch, lengthen. Right to right. So aim for your right armpit, super high on your right arm. Maybe you can bend your elbows out of push up. Nice, Sophia, back up, three-legged. And then everybody, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, step forward softly. Rise to crescent or warrior one. Breathe in. Beautiful. Exhale slowly, hands down. Inhale, twist. Right arm to the sky, open through the right side of your heart. Exhale, unwind, pivot your back heel down. Inhale, warrior two, rise. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over, listen here. You can stay here. You can move into a triangle, straighten your front leg, or you can move into balancing half moon, back foot floats up. So anywhere you'd like to take this, about 2 or 3 more breaths. Yes, your back leg is lifted, back leg is powerful and strong, like you're stomping it onto the back wall. Good, Brenda, good, Marriott. Beautiful, my friends, wherever you're at, take one more huge breath. See if you can land back in a warrior two stance, as soft as possible. Once you've arrived in your warrior two, take a moment to kind of readjust your legs, settle in, find your breath. Back to our flow. Next inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up, reach back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, reach up. Swan dive down. Exhale, all the way to empty. Work your fold. Halfway lift. Inhale, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, spider crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. Inhale, standing splits. Listen here. Shiva squat. Exhale, left knee tucks into the back of your right knee, curl in. Inhale, re-extend your left leg high. One more time, Shiva squat. All the way to empty, get small, tiny little ball balancing on your right foot. Inhale, reach up. And then last time, set your left foot down next to right, tuck and curl. Yes, halfway lift. Stick your butt out, lengthen your spine, heels down. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Use your breath to guide you. Heart lifts with your inhale, shoulders down and back. Hips lift with your exhale. You are almost there. Stick with it. Left leg to the sky. Breathe in. You can hold here or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Use your obliques. Push the ground away. Press through your fingertips. Inhale, back up. Left to left. Exhale, aim high on your arm. Maybe add that push-up. Nice pull. Inhale, back up, three-legged. Everybody needs your nose. Scoop out your belly. Softly step through. Rise with your inhale, crescent or warrior one. And slowly return your hands to the ground with your exhale. Twisted lunge, revolved lunge, left arm to the sky. Breathe in, open through the left side of your heart, gaze up. Exhale, unwind, pivot your back heel down. Warrior two, rise with your in-breath. Exhale, reach forward, tip it over. Keep your hips and your heart open. This is where you have options. You can stay in side angle. You can work your front leg towards straight, triangle variation, or half moon, balancing half moon. So reach forward. Maybe you grab a block, take it with you. Yeah, right leg strong, like you're karate kicking with your right leg and it's frozen in space. Open through your heart, open through your hips. Beautiful, friends. Wherever you've chosen to be, breathe into every single space inside of your body. Feel your pose. Take one more round. As soft as possible. Land back in your warrior two. Once you've landed, take a moment to readjust through your legs. So widen your stance, or maybe you kind of even out your feet so you're back on a balance beam. Next time you inhale, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. Exhale, come back to warrior two one last time. Inhale, reach your arms up, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Swan dive down, exhale all the way to empty in your breath. Halfway lift, breathe in, fingertips on the ground with awareness. Exhale, spider crawl your hands forward, make it interesting. Rotate your toes forward. Inhale, lift your right leg high, standing splits. Exhale, remember Shiva squat, right knee to the back of left, get small. Inhale, get big, get long, right leg high, standing splits. One more time, Shiva squat with your exhale. Yes, inhale, standing splits. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. So this time, set your right foot down next to left. Curl in, get small. You can stay right here in your tiny little potato bug ball, or option this time to turn it into a toe stand if you would like. Balance on your tiptoes. Hug in with your inner knees, inner thighs. Point your knees forward, hands to heart. Everybody, about 2 more slow, deep breaths. Next, inhale, halfway lift, heels down, spine long. Now listen, exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back to plank. Pause in plank, side plank, Vashisthasana. Right hand is your foundation. Either roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot or bring your right knee down. So modify if you'd like. Please feel free to modify. It is not cheating. It is not less than. It's just making the pose work for you today. Take one more round, your fullest expression. Lift your hips. End of your exhale, slowly and intentionally come through center and find your way to the other side. So left hand is now your base. Yeah, maybe your left forearm. Maybe you're down on your left knee, totally fine. Open through your heart, open through the front of your hips. If your bottom knee is lifted, beautiful Marriott, lift your hips higher. So create a crescent moon shape. Maybe right arm forward, maybe right leg up, fullest expression. Take one more round. End of your exhale, plank or modified plank. Take an inhale to prepare, push the ground away. Slowly lower. Beautiful, back bend of your choice. Feel free to give yourself an extra couple of rounds if you'd like. And then just child's pose. But take a moment to rest. Take a moment to slow down and to just be, to feel your body. Physically, energetically, and emotionally. We have so many layers inside of us. A lot of people are completely numbed out, living on the surface. So start to feel into those deeper spaces. Start to notice what your body is communicating to you. Stay connected to your breath. Stay connected to that place inside of you that is still and calm, that is rooted and grounded, that is not swayed so easily by what goes on around you. So feeling into you. Ujjayi breath. If you want, a couple open mouth sighs. And then eventually downward facing dog. All right, big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, however you want to get there, forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in, find length. Exhale, bow, let it go. Now listen, chair pose. So root through your heels, bend your knees, stick your butt out, and then lift your heart up. Take a moment to settle into your chair. You should be able to pick up your toes and spread them. So make sure your weight is back in your heels and not forward in your toes. You can have your feet together. You can have your feet hips width distance apart or somewhere in between. So whatever feels best to you. Take one more big deep breath to sit back into your chair. And then end of your exhale, we'll take a twisted chair to the right. So you have options, maybe left hand in between your feet, maybe left elbow to the outside of your right thigh, prayer hands. So your expression, if you want to take the bound variation, go for it. Twisted chair to the right, twist from your center. Keep your weight in your heels, your knees nice and even with one another. You guys look so good. Breathe down into your belly and see if you can use your exhale to twist just a little further. I know it's uncomfortable. This is one of my least favorite poses. See if you can just be there with the discomfort. Acknowledge it, breathe into it, soften around it. One more round. End of your exhale, unwind, forward fold. Take a variation of forward fold that calls to you. So maybe stepping onto your palms for gorilla pose, maybe grabbing your big toes with your peace fingers, maybe hands behind your ankles, forearms behind your calves, elbows behind your knees. So just for a moment, working your fold, maybe a ragdoll pose. Breathe, slow, deep breaths. Ah, yes, exhale every time all the way to empty. That's your invitation to dive just a little deeper. Take one more round. Inhale, halfway lift, realign your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Modify if you'd like. Lift your heart as you breathe in. Just tabletop as you exhale, so hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide, push the ground away. Feel the strength in your arms and your shoulders. Spinal balance, send your right arm forward and your left leg back. This may be where you stay, or next option, reach your right arm back, bend your left knee, left heel towards your left butt cheek. Lift your heart, not just your head, but your heart. See if you can gaze forward. Stay here or grab hold of your foot or your ankle. Once you've got it, start to work your pose by kicking foot into hand, pulling hand back into foot. Hug in with your inner thighs, so don't let your left knee shoot out to the left. From your mid and your upper back, lift your heart. Now can you soften your face and feel your breath move all the way down to your belly, wherever you're at. One more round. Good job. End of your exhale. Slowly release back to spinal balance. So inhale, right arm forward, left leg back. Exhale, elbow to knee underneath you, curl in. Stay here and hold. Breathe into your back body. As you exhale, press your elbow into your knee or your upper thigh. Empty all the way out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, set everything down. Option to extend your right leg straight out to the right, or a gated thread the needle. So right leg out to the right if you want it, right toes face forward, left arm out to the left, all the way up. Inhale here, and then exhale, thread it through. Come down to rest gently, outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. Breathe. Big, deep breath. And just notice what comes, notice what goes, and let it. Soften your face. Soften your outer shell. Take about 2 or 3 more rounds. If you happen to have your right hand lifted, set your right palm back on the ground. Next time you inhale, unthread your left arm and reach it all the way up. One more time, open up. Exhale, set your left hand down. Everybody, so even if you don't have your right leg extended, take your right leg back and then right toes off the left side of your yoga mat. Pull your hips over to the right and then gaze back over your left shoulder. Maybe bend one or both elbows. Maybe you kind of rock forward, back. So feeling into this pose, finding your own little sweet spot, and then breathe into it. Take one more breath. Yes, back to center, back to regular tabletop, and then back to downward facing dog. If you want to move through a quick vinyasa, just kind of resetting your body, go for it. Otherwise, a couple of breaths, walk it out. Notice whatever there is to notice, maybe right side versus left side. Big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, gaze forward, step or hop, top of your space, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift position, lengthen. Exhale, let it go. Now, one last time, chair pose, weight in your heels. Bend your knees a lot, butt back, lift your heart. If it feels better to keep your arms in a cactus position or hands at heart center, totally fine with me. Soft through your face, weight is in your heels, pick up your toes and spread them. Yeah, nice job, friends. Take one more round, sitting lower into your chair. And then end of that exhale, twist towards the windows to the left. So again, your variation, maybe right hand in between your feet, left arm up, maybe prayer twist, right elbow to the outside of your left thigh, maybe a bind. Yeah, stay in your legs, stay in your heels, keep spreading your toes, feel the energy and aliveness in your feet. Breathe into your belly and work your twist with each exhale. Lengthen through your neck, gaze either slightly forward or directly towards the left wall, not back behind you. So use your gaze to create more length. Take one more round. Awesome job. End of your exhale, forward fold. Again, you take your own variation, whatever that looks like. Maybe you even want to take your feet out really wide and come down into a low yogi squat. So whatever would best serve you. Gorilla pose. These fingers around big toes, ragdoll, hands behind your head, fingers interlaced behind your back. Big deep breath. Slow and steady. Good job, friends. Soft through your face. Next time you inhale, halfway lift position. So release your arms if you're using them, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. Inhale at the top of your push-up, push the ground away. Exhale, chaturanga. Lift your heart with your in-breath. If you want an extra breath or two here, feel free. Tabletop position, hands and knees. So set yourself up really strong and sturdy. Spread your fingers, push the ground away. This time, left arm forward, right leg back, spinal balance. So first, feel into this long, strong, powerful line. This can be where you stay. Next step, left arm reaches back, bend your right knee, right heel towards your butt cheek. Lift your heart, not by using just your head, but by using your mid and your upper back mobility. You can stay right there or grab hold of your foot and start to work your half bow. So hug in with your inner thighs. Stay connected to center. That'll keep you out of your low back. Lift your heart, breathe down into your belly. Find a softness through your outer shell. Take one last round. See if you can spread your toes. Make your foot active behind you. End of your exhale, back to spinal balance. So release and re-extend. Breathe in to lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Round your spine. Hold here as you inhale. Fill up your back body. Exhale, press your elbow into the top of your right thigh. Thigh back into your elbow. Stay here all the way to empty. Yes, inhale, lengthen. Good job. Exhale, set everything down. Moving into thread the needle, option to gate your left leg. So left leg out to the left. Heel come straight out from your hip, toes face forward. On an in-breath, right arm out to the right. And if you can, all the way up. Exhale, thread it through. Reach, reach, reach. Then come down to rest gently. Feel into your pose. Breathe into your back body. Connect to your center with every exhalation. Beautiful. Last couple of rounds. Soften your face. If you do have your left hand off of the ground, set it back down. Next time you inhale, unthread your right arm and reach it all the way up, open up. Set your right hand down as you exhale. Pick up your left foot. So even if you don't have your left leg extended, extend your left leg back and then left toes off the right side of your mat. Pull your hips. It's just like that curtsy squat with a side body stretch that we did standing at the top of our mat earlier. Same idea. So hips left as you gaze back over your right shoulder. Lengthen through your left side. Maybe bending one or both elbows, rounding or arching a little, rocking forward or back a little. One last big deep breath. Back to center, hands and knees. Downward facing dog. Move through a vinyasa on your own if you'd like. Otherwise, just walk it out in your down dog. Thanks, Brenda. Thanks, Paul. All right, inhale your right leg to the sky. Pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your mat. Gently set your body down. If you'd rather take this on your back, absolutely feel free to do so. If you'd rather take it in a seat, fine with me. So set yourself up. All of you guys are super good at setting yourself up intentionally. The right hip pulls back. You're still finding that connection to center. Use your exhales to just settle breath by breath, moment by moment. Noticing what comes, noticing what goes. And just allowing it. And a thought for you as you rest here. Because we often try to get over our pain, our loss, our hurt, our heartache. What if you just allowed it to be there and let it exist within the whole of you? Maybe that is real healing. But rather than trying to fix or change or control what's moving through you, rather than resisting, just give everything space to flow through you. This vast openness that you are. So feeling everything, not as who you are, but just as life energy moving through you. It's only temporary. Use your breath to let it flow, and even to let it go. Take about 3 to 5 more, settling into the sensation that's there. Open mouth exhales at any time. Last couple breaths. Slowly start a transition back to 3-legged dog. So lift your upper body, plant your hands, take your right leg back end up, give it a nice little shake out. If there's somewhere else you want to go in between, totally fine with me. If you're in 3-legged dog, maybe even flip your dog as a counter stretch. Good, nice Paul. And then everybody eventually back to regular down dog. Walk it out. If you're already on your back, you can switch sides on your own. If you're in down dog, left leg to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, set your left shin softly at the top of your mat. Pigeon pose. So settling in with lots of awareness, with lots of intention, and intentionally breathing down into your hips, allowing whatever is there to just have space to move through. So our thoughts, the sensations, the emotions that move through us, they are not who we are. They do not define us. They're just life energy. It's just part of being human. Feeling into everything that's flowing through rather than suppressing it or trying to numb out or avoid it just because it's uncomfortable. But learning to sit with discomfort in a way that you can still find that sense of grounding, that sense of stillness, that connection to that deepest part of you from within. Take about 4 or 5 more rounds. Open mouth size at any time. Notice, where do you resist in your body physically? Are you tensing up through your shoulders, through your face, through your heart, through your hands? Last couple of rounds. Feel free to sigh out your mouth. One of the best ways to let energy move is just those big, deep exhales. When you feel pretty much even on both sides, so I'll leave it up to you ultimately, but start a transition back to one last 3-legged dog. Maybe one last heart opener, flip your dog wild thing, and then eventually everybody downward facing dog. If you're on your back and you want to wait for us there, totally fine with me. Good. So if you want to move through a vinyasa on your own, that is also an option. Once you're back in your final down dog, just take a moment to feel, to breathe, to notice all that space, all that length you've created through today's practice. Good work, friends. One more big inhale into your down dog. As you exhale, hop to or through your hands, come down into a seat, and then all the way down onto your back. Once you're on your back, just a great big full body stretch. And as you stretch, as you reach your arms long and your legs long, notice if your ribs lift a lot. See if you can press down through the back of your ribs and feel those lowest, deepest abdominals fire up. Take one more big inhale. Keep pressing through your back ribs, but reach. Exhale, draw your knees in. Take a gentle rock from side to side. Give your low back a little massage. Supine spinal twist of your choice. Legs to the right. Left arm out to the left. Gaze up or to the left. And just giving your weight to the ground, letting yourself be held. Breathing into those tight spaces, softening with your exhale. Just allowing everything to flow through you. Letting it come, letting it go, without resistance. Just observation. In your next 2 or 3 rounds of breath, transition to the other side. You can take your time and you can neutralize in between sides, maybe with a little rock, maybe with a full body stretch or a big squeeze of your knees towards your belly. And eventually, legs to the left, right arm out to the right. Gaze up or over your right shoulder. Feel your breath travel all the way down the length of your spinal column, your nervous system. Feel all those little tiny bundles of nerves along your nervous system, what we refer to in Eastern philosophy as the chakra system. Feel your connection to them. Feel those little energy centers inside of you. Breathe all the way down into your root, base of your spine. Exhale all the way to empty. When you feel even on both sides, no hurry. Come back to center. Find a happy baby pose. You can rock it out for a moment in your happy baby. Maybe even straighten one leg and then the other leg, both at the same time, if it's available to you. If there are any other stretches, poses, movements that you would like to take, finish off your practice. Give yourself a few rounds of breath to do so. And as you're ready to settling into your own Shavasana, maybe that's a corpse pose. Maybe there's some other position that feels more supportive for you. And just one more time. That reading, this is by Cory Muscara. He's right now my favorite meditation teacher. He says, we often try to get over our pain, our loss, our hurt, our heartache. What if you just allowed it to be there and let it exist within the whole of you? Maybe that is real healing. So we try so hard to fix and change and control, but really the biggest lesson we will learn over and over and over again in life is the lesson of surrender. The more we can surrender to what already is there, the less we suffer. So whatever is inside of you, rather than avoiding it, rather than repressing it, suppressing it, let it have space to be felt fully. Get curious about the sensations inside of you, not bad or good, but just neutral. Energy moving through. For these last few moments, let your breath be effortless and just be a witness to your inner world, to your inner space. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and exhale, just let it go. Start to bring gentle movement back into your body. Go through fingers, toes, maybe a full body stretch would feel nice, or a little temple massage. And then find your way onto either side, fetal position. And just one last time, feeling everything that's inside of you. When we learn to do it here on our mats, to let energy, to let emotion, to let thoughts just move through us, you learn how to do it out there in the world too. And using the strength in your arms, find your way up to seated meditation. So right back where we began. And as you settle in, notice how your body feels. Notice if anything has shifted, even just the slightest bit. Close your eyes, gather your hands to your heart, and bow your head to your heart. And acknowledge yourself for being here, showing up, taking time to take care of you, to be with you, to explore you. Thank you for letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, friends. Your mom is out. She's in Zen mode.
You just stay there, Laura. What she said? Unnodding? Okay, just keep unnodding. Yeah, you're so excited, G.